All right, so that does it for the NFL slate. Should we get into our picks of the week?
To our picks of the week. Let's do a little recap of last week.
Oh, God. Do we have to do this again?
Well, we're not going to go over each pick. I went 2-0 on my plus covers of the week, 0-2 on my minus covers of the week, 1-1 in my over, 2-0 on my under, 0-2 on my dog, bringing my record to a 5-5 record.
I went 0-2 in my plus covers.
Phenomenal record.
Yeah, I mean...
0-2 in his plus cover, 0-2 in his minus cover, 1-1 in his over. Hey, 2-0 in your under.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Good job. 0-2 in his dog, bringing his grand total to a 3-7 record. Our season totals are, I'm sitting at 8-7. You are below 500 at 7-8.
I know, man. Last week really killed me.
I mean, that's what you get for running your mouth.
Man, shut up.
I'm just saying.
And you know what?
You get for running your mouth. Let's go over what are your plus covers of the week.
Okay, so my plus covers this week, and just to recap, guys, just going to explain it real quick. When we say plus cover, we're basically talking about a team that's not favored. For example, Western Michigan is plus 10.5 this week, so I got Western as my plus cover at 10.5. I think they're going to cover 10.5 points against Pittsburgh. Sorry, were you going to say something?
What's your other plus cover?
I read your mind.
Yeah, you read my mind. I was going to say that. You started going, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
So my other plus cover of the week is Pittsburgh +2 against the Patriots. I don't know how the Pats are favored when Pittsburgh's at home and the Pats looked awful, so I like Pittsburgh +2. What are yours, Case?
I like both of your picks.
Thank you, man.
I like both of them.
I appreciate. See, we're being nice to each other, man. This is good vibes.
My plus covers of the week are UTSA against Texas. They are 12.5 point dogs. I think they're going to cover 12.5. I think Texas is going to come out a little flat.
It's crazy. I can see why you're picking this.
I see them coming out a little flat because of that high. It's a letdown. Bama. It's a letdown game for them. I'm not saying they're going to lose. Texas is going to win, but I don't see them winning by more than 2 touchdowns. I see them by winning more than by 7 to 10 point range, not by 13 or more.
I like the reasoning there because you can say that, like, it's almost like it's hard to get much better. Like, the highs were so high last week, even though they didn't win it. Even though they didn't win it, felt like a Texas win last week.
Right.
I mean, they went from losing to Alabama unranked. They lost to Alabama, now they're ranked.
Well, if their starting quarterback doesn't get hurt, does Texas win that game?
It's very possible. I think that their offense.
You can easily argue that Texas easily wins that game.
Yeah, because they were a little handicapped in the type of plays they could call. But it's funny. I was listening to a pod this week, and it was like, if every team just played Alabama, kept it close, they'd end up ranked. If you could just play Bam every week and keep it close, because it's like they lost and then went from being unranked to ranked.
Since we're bringing Bama up, does Bama ever schedule an opponent like a true road game, non-conference game like this again? I get it's Texas and you were 20-point favorites, but they didn't look good. Bama does not play good in out of conference.
They don't do it a lot. I think
they play neutral site games.
You think
play Michigan, but they'll be like, oh, we're not heading to Ann Arbor. We're going to jail.
Right. Well, it's funny. You think like they got back to Tuscaloosa and they all sat down and all the coaches in there and Saban throws his feet up on the desk and says, "Well, we're never fucking doing that again."
No, I can see him doing that. Be like, hey, any school is like, even if we're not heading up to Happy Valley, we're not heading to Ohio State, we're not heading up to East Lansing.
Yeah,
we're not doing anything. You and any of you Power 5 schools that want to play us, neutral site.
Yeah,
neutral site. That's what
fair.
We're doing.
That's fair.
My other plus cover of the week is the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh yeah, we talked about this earlier.
Plus 8.5 against the 49ers. Holy, I can't believe
it's at 9.
Huh?
It's at 9 points.
Oh, is it 9?
Yeah, 9.
9.
But regardless, I think you were going to take that anyway.
Wow, that put 8.5.
Go ahead and talk about it. I'll double check it. I'm pulling up on.
I just think the Seahawks are going to cover the points. I don't see
it is 8.5. My apologies. I was wrong. I totally screwed that up.
It must have moved.
Yeah, because I have it.
It must have moved that half a point because I put in the spreads when I first got off of work, and then I put in my picks of the week literally right before the show.
Okay, yeah. So it
must have moved that half a point in that couple hours.
So yeah, it's at 8.5 right now. So you like Seattle covering 8.5?
Yep.
Okay, so should I get to my
give me your minus covers of the week?
So my minus cover of the week, and like guys, it's the same thing. It's like what favorites I like to cover more than the spread. So I like Mississippi State covering more than 2.5 against LSU this week. We talked about that game earlier. I just don't think LSU is going to be able to keep up. I love how Mississippi State's offense looked to start the year. And I mean, Memphis and Arizona, I mean, I know they're not great teams, but it's not, you're not playing, Kent State. I mean, those are at least some teams. So yeah, I like Mississippi State -2.5. And we talked about this. I like Bengals -7. I think Joey B comes out. I think he's pissed about how he played last week, and I think he gets 4 tutties. I think that it's going to be hard for Cooper Rush to keep up, I think. Even if the Bengals defense is still trying to figure some stuff out, I just don't know that Cooper Rush is going to be able to win in a shootout versus Joey B.
I can see that.
So
I can see that. I love both your picks.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
My covers of the week are Mississippi State. I'm rolling with you on that on -2.5. I think Brian Kelly is a horrible college football coach, and he should retire. Fuck Brian Kelly. And my other...
We're all here for Brian Kelly slander.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. He can go fuck right off.
Yep.
My other cover of the week is the Bucks -2.5. I see them winning by at least a field goal. I actually see them winning by just a field goal.
Who are the Bucks playing again? Saints?
They are playing the Saints.
Yeah.
It's in New Orleans. That's the only thing I'm nervous about, but I still have the Bucks -2.5. Let's get into our overs of the week. What are yours?
I like Utah and the San Diego State over 45.5.
48.5.
Oh, 48.5. Sorry. Yep, I just misread that. 48.5. The reason that the only rhyme and reason for this really is I do think San Diego State scores some points, but last week Utah showed, especially after losing to Florida, they are not scared to put up points. I mean, they scored 70 last week. So I don't know. That was kind of my theory behind it. I could see this game going over 48.5. I just think that even if San Diego State puts up 14-21, I could see Utah putting up 45 plus, 50 plus by themselves.
Right.
So my other over the week is Dolphins Ravens over 44.5. I think Lamar is going to be balling out. I like, dude, McDaniel's aggressive coach. I think they're going to try and score and keep up with the Ravens offense. I like over 44.5 in that one, man. Jalen, waddle.
My overs of the week, and honestly, I love that the Dolphins fans do the waddle dance.
Can you show them?
I think it's.
Show our listeners.
It's like something like this.
Waddle. That was great. We'll have him do the gritty next week.
I can't do that, but I'll try. My overs of the week are Ohio State, Toledo at 62. I think Ohio State can get that number by themselves.
It's 62 on the number, too,
62
right?
62 on the number.
Yeah.
My other over the week is the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions, 48.5. Lions defense absolutely stinks. I can see this over hitting by the end of the third quarter, honestly.
So this is something you guys can expect going forward after week one. Casey and I were texting. Expect a lot of Casey's NFL overs to involve the Lions this year until their defense can act like they're not a JV football team, because they just give up a lot of points.
It's like Iowa unders.
Touchdown. Wow. KC making it a ball game. Yeah, just like Iowa unders. That was a good one. All right, so my...
Get to our unders of the week.
Unders of the week. That's funny that you said that. Good transition. In college, my under this week is Wisconsin, New Mexico State, under 46.5. I think both these offenses suck. Didn't Wisco lose last week to Washington State?
Yeah, and they didn't score in the second half at
Yeah,
all.
so I don't like this. I think this is going to be a rock fight. I don't see either team really scoring a lot. So I obviously it's why it's my under. Captain Obvious here, but 46.5. I don't see the teams doing that. So what are you looking at?
I'm putting in our parlay real fast. What's your other under of the week?
My other under of the week is Falcons Rams under 47. Rams offense looked horrible. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Although I think that although the Rams don't have a great offensive line, seemingly, and I did say that I don't think the Falcons have a front to really challenge that. I just kind of seeing this being a game that a lot of long drives and not a lot of points.
I can see that.
That's just kind of my feeling. I can see it being, fucking 27-20 Rams.
I could easily see that, or like 24-20.
Yeah, something like that.
I can see that.
It just seems more of a grindy game to me.
My unders of the week, like I just stated, and like I said earlier, I'm taking the Nevada-Iowa under 39.
It's a great one.
I mean, Iowa's 23-point favorites.
They haven't scored 20 all year.
They put up 14 points all year, and I think that's only with 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Because I think the first week they put up a field goal and 2 safeties, and last week they scored a touchdown and didn't throw up anything else. My other under... Set! Fumble! It's jumped in! Just talking ball. Love talking ball.
What's your other?
My other under of the week is Panthers-Giants at 43.5. I think both teams stink. Both teams' offenses suck. Under 43.5.
Okay.
What is your dogs of the week?
So this is kind of unoriginal, but my dogs of the week are both my plus covers of the week. I got Western Michigan Steelers.
Oh, that's such a cop-out.
Dude, it was a tough slate, dude. It was tough to pick dogs this week.
Cop-out.
What are yours different?
My dogs of the week are BYU beating Oregon and the Minnesota Vikings beating the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, those are 2 good ones. All right, I like those picks.
Those are great picks. Great picks. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I'm trying to get our live odds because I think the -7 odd changed. Let's see. I think get the Steelers in here.
All right, folks. So it's part of the show where we get into our Casey and Tyler's 12-leg get rich or die trying parlay.
I love
Here comes the money.
Here we
go.
Money talk. I love BYU money line and
We did just try to record our picks live, and it was a catastrophe.
It was bad. His idea. I said, let's do it beforehand. He said, you know what? Let's just do it live. I'm like, okay, whatever you want, man.
Yeah, that Casey was right.
I mean, honestly, it was going well until we had to restart and all the picks went away.
yeah.
And then we had to re-put them in. When we were re-putting them in, we're like, you know what? Let's just do it because we had to figure out 2 more.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure
It's a shit show.
Couldn't figure out the 2, so then we finally got it down. We have a 12-leg parlay. $10 wins you $13,490.83.
Okay, so some of these games we already talked about.
I'll say pretty much most of them.
Yeah, there's a few that we haven't, but this is just how we're feeling it. It's you're throwing $10 just trying to get some free money here.
So
run through them, Case.
We have Bucks money line, Bills Titans over 48.5. Toledo, Ohio State, over 62.
Vikings.
Mississippi State, money line. Penn State, money line. BYU, money line.
I'm nervous about that one.
Syracuse, money line. Vikings,
Syracuse is
money
at home.
line. Cincinnati Bengals, -7. Raiders, money line. Steelers, money line. And Ravens, money line. Odds are at plus 134,908. $10 wins you $13,490.83 fucking cents. Ride with us, get rich or die trying.
I love that. Great delivery there, man. That was electric. For all of you guys, our individual picks and then our 12 team or in our 2 parlays, they will be in the description for you guys. So if you guys want to ride with us as you're watching this on a Friday or Saturday morning, take a look at it. Reason we picked Syracuse is because they're at home in the Carrier Dome.
And Purdue stinks.
And the few others we talked about, just trust us. We did our research.
100% did our research.
100%. We did so much freaking research, dude.
During my lunch hour, that's all I did was research.
I was like a mad scientist trying to research.
God, did you see that? Did you see that?
Dude, he just got lifted in the air.
Travis Kelce just got lifted in the air.
He just got bench pressed on a football field.
Holy shit. What a game.
An episode. Get it together.
I love you guys.
All right, yep. We'll see you guys next time. Next video will probably be out Tuesday.